How do? So I'm a hand tool woodworking guy, but I'm also a bit of a techie. So when Dremel got in touch and said, we've got a new toy for you, it's a cordless machine, I thought, oh great. But even better than that, it's Bluetooth. It runs off an app from your phone. Yes, Dremel have sent me this brand new 8260 Bluetooth enabled. This is the first Bluetooth rotary tool in existence, and I've got one to try out. And even better, keep watching, because later on you can find out how you can win this one. Okay, so before we delve into the app, let's just have a look at the kit itself. This is the Platinum Edition, and look at this fantastic box it comes in. Whoa, check that out. So this has the machine. We've got 2 batteries in here, the charger's there, and a little safety cover that you can put on to protect yourself as well. That's all in that top section. In this bottom area here, look, we've got a couple more spare parts. So there's the shaping tool that's in there. There's the little mini precision cutter, almost like a mini router. These things, they're fantastic stuff. Extra clasps for going around the collar. We've got the handle that comes in here. This is the circular cutter and straight line cutter for adaptations in there. We've got the Dremel speed click thing. If you've not used these before, these are absolutely superb. And then we've got a box full of bits over here as well, and some extra drill sections in there. That's quite a lot of kit. Now, there's also plenty of room in here for cutting out extra little sections. If you've got more tools that you want to have, you could just cut out an extra block in there, throw some of your bits in, or you could just remove this foam altogether, because that's still soft lined inside, so everything's still going to stay safe, and then you can just throw loads of stuff in there and you've got a really cool toolbox. So what about the tool itself? Well, let's stick a battery in it. There we go. Wow, that's really quiet. Compared to the normal running, that's amazing. That feels big and sturdy. We have a speed adjustment wheel on here, and it's telling you... Woo! So if you want to just use this as a standard Dremel piece, obviously it's going to work very well, because you can manually adjust that. But then we have the option of this app. So to take the guesswork out of how fast should your Dremel be spinning, there's an app that connects directly and sets the speed for this machine. So the app then, what's that all about? What's the point in it? Well, we download the Dremel app. Going through a few things, we link the specific Dremel to the app. I even get to name it. Look at that. Okay, so there straight away it's telling me how much battery power I've got. One of the good things is it monitors the temperature not only of the tool but of the battery itself. So if you're using this for long prolonged periods, you don't want your tools to get too hot, so it's time to give it a break. This will just help that tool last for longer, no doubt about it. So it gives you a warning if we start to get into the red. Then we've got the speed control section of this. So we found that we can just manually set the speed on here, but how much of that is guesswork? This is going to tell us exactly what speed, and will tell the machine to run at that specific speed as well. But before we do that, what I find super useful on here is this bit finder. So I can go through and choose a material, choose an application, or they've got lots of standard things on here to tell you which bits to use. Because how many times have you looked at that great pack of Dremel accessories and not really too sure what each of those bits is for? Well, in here, it's going to tell you exactly which bits you want to be using. So let's go through and randomly pick out carving stone. Do you do any stone carving? Well, these are the bits that are good for carving stone. So we can go through, we can choose them, we can see the results, and it'll tell you exactly which ones to use for which application. How cool is that? Instead of keeping that great big sheet of paper, that massive poster that comes with every Dremel and it lists all the bits, it's all on the app. It's easy to access. You put your application in that you want to do and it'll tell you exactly which bit is the most useful part for it. Okay, so first of all, can I just say I love the fact that that lights up. That just makes me happy. Right, now then, we're going to grind away some of this metal. I've chosen which bit I'm going to use, all through the app telling me exactly what I need to do. So, speed control, let's have a look. We can go through the different materials that we can choose from. So here I'm going to select aluminium, and I'm going to do some grinding and sharpening. I've chosen one of those bits. Speed results are, with that selection, I want between 9 and 11,000 RPM. So look, it's giving me the options here to select the 10,000 RPM, send speed to tool. Sure enough, this has now changed and is flashing at the 10 mark. I turn that on. It's at exactly the right speed for me to do the job that I want to go through. That is so cool! It just takes out all of the guesswork. And there we go. We carry on working for as long as we need to. Now, if we were then going to change jobs, we click reset, get started. Let's go and work on some softwood. And we're going to do some routing with the base. I'm going to use a V-groove bit, quite specifically there. And suddenly it's recommending between 25 and 35,000. So we can whack it straight on there, send the speed to the tool. It's flashing that it's telling me it's at 30. I turn that on. For me, that is absolute genius. So what do we think to the new 8260? Well, the machine itself is just this big solid lump. The motor that's in there feels really powerful. It runs incredibly smooth. Compared to the other Dremels that I've used in the past, this one just seems to be another notch up inside that motor. The app, the Bluetooth variation that this got, is that just a gimmick? I'm gonna say no, it's not. I think it's actually really rather useful. Have we all used rotary tools without Bluetooth before? Yes, of course we have. Does that mean that this is unnecessary? No, I think it's a step in the right direction. Is every other company going to now come out with a Bluetooth version? Yeah, of course they are. The fact that it gives us all those options, all those combinations to tell us exactly which bit to use. How many times do you look at the bits and go, what's that for? This tells you which one to use and then sets the speed. I have never known what speed to use my Dremels at. Generally, I whack it on full. If that seems to be burning stuff, I'll turn it down. We don't need to do that anymore. This is going to tell us exactly what speed to run at. And if we're using it for a prolonged period of time, it'll start to give us a, you need a break, I'm getting a bit warm now. Great, go and have a cup of tea, come back, crack on again. Your Dremel will last longer because of it. Now, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get your hands on one of these. This is the platinum version with this big case. I think there is a cheaper version that doesn't come with the fancy box, but still is that Bluetooth enabled rotary tool. Now, if you do buy any Dremel, make sure you go onto their My Dremel website, fill your details in, and you get an extra year's worth of warranty. I think it then goes up to 3-year warranty, which is pretty amazing. You also get a couple of other benefits, and you get information about what's coming up in the Dremel world, so you get to find out about stuff like this coming out as well. So, as promised, competition time. This could be winging its way to you. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to limit this to a British entry, primarily because it's got a UK plug on it and the electricity is designed for British power outputs. easiest way for me to do this is via Instagram. So I will put a link in the description. Just click on that link, go straight to my Instagram page. There will be a section on there, and the closing date I'm going to write at the bottom of the screen here right now. It's going to be a dead simple entry, and one of you will get this box through the post pretty soon. How cool is that? This is about 250 quid's worth of kit, by the way. If you like this video, click the like button, consider subscribing, click the little notification bell thingamajig, do all these stuff that's on this bottom rail down here. And in the meantime, check out this video because it's really good, and I'll see you soon. God bless.